There's something happening right now in AI that almost nobody in your life is talking about yet. Not your coworkers, not your family, not most of the people you follow online. And the reason it is not getting attention is because it does not look dramatic. It does not look like a robot. It does not look like a science fiction movie moment. It just looks like a small notification, a small setting, a small update. But quietly, underneath all of that, something fundamental is changing. AI is learning how to remember you. Welcome to AI Hustle Canada. And I do not mean remember you the way a website remembers your login. I mean, remember the way a person would. The kind of AI memory being built right now is persistent, emotional, and behavioral. These systems are starting to track not just what you asked for once, but how you think, how you communicate, what stresses you out, what excites you, what you come back to again and again. They are building a model of you that gets more accurate every single day you use them. Now, most people still think of AI as a tool you open, use, and close. Like a calculator, you put something in, you get something out. And that mental model made sense a year ago. It does not make sense anymore. Here's what actually changed this week. OpenAI expanded the memory capabilities inside ChatGPT to a degree that most users have not fully processed yet. The system can now retain context not just across a conversation, but across months. It can reference things you said weeks ago, connect them to what you are asking today, and start making inferences about your goals, your habits, and your life situation. Google is doing a very similar thing inside Gemini, and smaller AI companies are building entire products around this concept of a persistent AI companion that genuinely knows who you are. And this is where it gets really interesting, because the technology itself is not the story. The story is what this actually means for different types of people. And honestly, the range here is enormous. Think about a small business owner in Calgary or Manchester or Atlanta who's been using AI for 6 months. With persistent memory, that AI is not starting from scratch every morning anymore. It knows their business. It knows their customers. It knows what worked last quarter and what did not. It knows the owner's communication style and their risk tolerance and what they care about most. That is not just a helpful tool anymore. That is something closer to a business partner who never forgets anything and never has a bad day. Or think about a student who is struggling with anxiety and using an AI to help them organize their thoughts. A few months from now, that AI will know what kinds of problems tend to spike their stress. It will know when to slow down and when to push. It will know that certain types of feedback land better than others. Most people still do not realize this is already starting to happen. And before I continue, I want to quickly mention, if you are finding this useful, hit subscribe so you never miss what is coming next in AI. This space is moving faster than most people realize. Now back to what we were talking about. Because here is the part nobody talks about. The opportunity inside AI memory is genuinely enormous. And it is not just for tech people or entrepreneurs. It is for anyone who has ever wished the tool they were using actually understood them. A healthcare worker who wants AI to remember their patient communication preferences. A teacher who wants AI to understand their teaching style before every lesson. A freelance designer who wants an AI that already knows their brand voice and their client relationships. A parent who wants an AI that actually understands their family situation before making suggestions. This is not a dream. This is being built right now. The window to understand it and actually use it well is open, but it is not going to stay open forever. Hold that thought for a second, though, because there is another side to this that we absolutely need to talk about. When an AI knows you that deeply, and I mean genuinely knows you, not just stores some surface preferences, the question of who controls that information becomes a very serious one. Right now, the honest answer is that the companies building these systems control it, not you, not in any meaningful practical sense. You might be able to export some of it or delete pieces of it, but the model's trained on your behavior, your patterns, your emotional signals. That is not something you can just clear from a settings menu. And this is where things get dangerous. Think about what a detailed memory of how you think could be worth to an insurance company, or a political campaign, or an employer, or even just a company trying to figure out exactly how to market something to you at the precise moment you are most likely to say yes. AI memory is not just a feature, it is a data asset, and most people are opting into it without fully understanding what they are handing over. Now, I'm not saying the sky is falling. I am not saying burn your phone and live off the grid, but I am saying this is the moment to be intentional. Because there is a genuine difference between using AI memory in a way that genuinely serves you and using it in a way that slowly shapes how you think, what you want, and what you believe without you ever noticing it happening. The uncomfortable truth is that we have been through a version of this before. Social media algorithms learned our emotional triggers, and then quietly use them to keep us scrolling. We only understood what was happening to us after years of it. AI memory has the potential to be that same story, except far more personal and far more powerful. What most people get wrong about this is they think opting out is the safe choice. It is not necessarily. If persistent AI memory genuinely helps you work faster, learn better, manage your health more effectively, and run your business smarter, refusing to engage with it is its own kind of risk. The people who figure out how to use it on their own terms, with their own awareness of what is happening, are going to have an edge that compounds over time. The real skill right now is not just learning how to use AI tools. It is learning how to think clearly about what you are trading when you use them. That is the conversation that is barely happening yet. And honestly, it should be happening everywhere. And here is what actually surprised me when I went deep on this topic this week. The developers building these memory systems are genuinely split. Some of them are excited about the possibilities in healthcare, in education, in productivity. Others inside these same companies are quietly concerned that the architecture being built right now is moving faster than any reasonable ethical framework can keep up with. That tension is real. It is not being talked about in the press releases, but it is there. So where does that leave you? Aware. That is the best place to be right now. Aware that this is happening. Aware that it creates real opportunity for the people who engage thoughtfully. Aware that it carries real risk for the people who just click, accept, without thinking. And aware that this is the kind of moment in AI where the decisions made in the next 12 months will shape how this technology exists in your life for the next decade. The rules of memory are being rewritten right now, not by science fiction, by a Tuesday morning software update that most people scrolled past. If you found this useful, subscribe to AI Hustle Canada so you never miss what is coming next. This space is moving faster than most people realize, and honestly, the next few months are going to surprise a lot of people. Drop your thoughts below. I genuinely want to know. Does the idea of an AI that truly remembers you feel like a gift or a warning? Because I think the honest answer is probably both.